Hello, it's Kevin DaSilva here with Douglas Elliman, and I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm going to bring you massive value inside of the next few minutes. And inside of that, I'm going to share with you how we have transformed the sales process to get our clients more money, keep them safer, and still make the sale happen on their terms, even with the coronavirus environment and the way it's changed the way we do business. So sit back and let's take a ride. So a little bit about what the coronavirus has done to the real estate market. At first, California suspended all real estate activities. It didn't deem real estate services as an essential service. Therefore, our businesses were essentially shut down. And if we were performing our businesses, we were actually putting our clients' lives in jeopardy, and our liability had increased by doing so. So real estate agents started working from home. We couldn't do agent visual inspections. We couldn't show properties. How are you going to sell homes in that market? Well, we came up with ways to do that. The good news though, the federal government deemed real estate services an essential business. It's 17% of the US GDP, the gross domestic product. Basically 17% of all money made in the United States comes from real estate services. So, what do we do here? First and foremost, our priorities are very clear. Our number one priority is the health and well-being of our clients. I will not sacrifice my clients' safety, health, and well-being just to be able to sell their home. I know people have to move when they have to move, but we've come up with a way to strategize and plan for the health and safety while still being able to show homes. And I'll share with you part of that process. Our number two, very close second, priority is to sell your home for the best price possible in the best terms that you can get and the best time in this market. In fact, we're selling homes quickly and for more money than our competition. We're almost sustaining the peak values that existed just a few months ago, even with the coronavirus. We're gonna focus on what have I altered in my sales strategy to protect your home, increase your exposure, and keep more money in your pocket from the sale of your home, because that's why you're hiring us.
We're going to see how an agent looks at this. We're going to see how a buyer looks at this. And then we're going to see the technology behind this. So our content that we create for the properties that we sell is essentially the same. Like I mentioned, we've been implementing this technology for the past 2 years when it was really on its way up. I partnered with photographers who used Matterport. Now, the thing was, advertising the homes then was really only effective for people out of town, out of the area, or out of the country, which is both out of the area, but when I mean out of the area, like out of state. So this technology has now become essential in getting buyers to engage with the property, while they might even live up the street. They're not going to go look at the property if it puts their health and safety at risk, if they have a sense that they might not like it. So here we have Rico Tours. This is a technology that I invested in at the beginning of the year. I had been paying other photographers to do Matterport. However, Rico Tours syncs with Zillow. Zillow is the leading website portal for buyers and searching for homes. They have millions and millions of views a day. You will see here that my listings perform twice as much exposure than what you will see from other listings. So basically my listings perform 2 times better than the other listings in the market. You'll see here, I put this home back on the market yesterday, and this runs on a 48-hour calendar. So like they crunch stats on 48 hours. Within 6 hours of putting the home back on the market yesterday, I was already number 2. And as you see here, I've already moved up to number 1 position. When we first put this home on the market, I'm going to share some slides with you. We were actually 10 times as many viewers as any other listing in the neighborhood. We had 1,300 views and over 100 saves in just a 48-hour period. And the next highest home had roughly about 90 views and only a few saves. So this is essentially what is going on here. And the reason that this is going, and I'm going to go over here to the public view, is because when we use Zillow's technology to promote our properties, and which is why I partnered with Rico Tours and bought and invested in their technology, Zillow 3D Home syncs up with Rico Tours, which allows me to do high quality tours through 3D Home. Now we're going to actually take a look at this, because we're going to start over here at the front door. We go to Rico Tours and we come here. All right. So, we could start at the front door, and we're starting in the same place. This is what it would look like when an agent sees it. When we send this out and an agent looks at this and they want to send this to their client, essentially they're getting the same view as you're going to see here at the front door when through what we record. So they're getting a link through the Rico Tours inside. So agents get to look at the same thing that buyers do. All right. Hold on one second. This screen keeps popping down. All right. So essentially, agents are able to see it, and as you see, it takes them to an MLS unbranded site per MLS guidelines. And then this virtual tour actually gets pushed out to Realtor.com, Redfin, all the top real estate portals out there, including, let's go to my website. Let's type this in, amdrealestategroup.com, including agent IDX pages. IDX is a technical term. I'm not going to get into what that means here now, but basically any realtor that has a web page of their own that you're able to search through for properties, just like you see here, essentially will be running the ability to see the virtual tour. And once again, it takes us to the MLS version. So no matter where, no matter who's marketing the property for me, which is why I syndicate to the MLS and syndicate to all the top real estate websites out there, everybody's going to have access to this virtual tour. So if somebody goes in through somebody else's website, they're going to click on the virtual tour and they're going to be able to engage with that agent. Although it gives me credit, they're going to be able to engage with that agent, and that agent's going to be able to give me a call and let me know that their client is serious and wants to come see the home. Okay, so let's go back to Zillow. So we have Zillow 3D Home. And after I put it on, I actually have to go through and map out the way that we go in each of these. So as you see here, going through, you can see the closet. And you essentially get to walk around the entire home. And this is on Zillow, the #1 real estate portal where buyers typically go to first. Ooh, is that a cup of coffee? Yes, it is. This home is currently owner occupied. Now, we were in escrow and we fell out of escrow, but we're back on the market and we're negotiating with another buyer. And the reason why we've been able to secure offers from clients or buyers who didn't even see the property first was because they were able to see it in virtual tour. And since we're using Zillow's technology that syncs with the technology that I purchased and invested in, since we're using their technology, they're pushing our listing to the top of the pack, which, as you can see from here, just in 24 hours of being on the market, we're actually beating the average 48-hour view already. I guarantee you this goes up another couple hundred by tomorrow. If you want to check in, let me know, but I'll send you stats from when we originally launched. This is just part of how we've adapted. The second part of how we've adapted is the safety precaution. The second part of how we've adapted is the process that we follow for showing homes. The reality here is that even when a buyer really wants to see a house, we have to take every precaution available to make sure that our client, if they're coming back home, is not harmed, or even if it's vacant, that the next buyer is not harmed, that the seller, if they want to stop by the house, isn't harmed. So the way that we protect our clients' health and safety is we use hand sanitizer. When all people show up, they have to take off their shoes upon entering the home. We do screen every single person who comes through to make sure that they aren't on a list of a higher likelihood of having contracted a virus or infection. So we screen them about their travels, about their contact with other people who have been infected by the virus. We screen them if they have any symptoms of their own. They're to remove their shoes at the front door. We've opened up every single door and window, and we go through personally with gloves on. Everybody is spaced out 6 feet apart. There are no more than 3 people allowed in at a time, outside of the agent who's there. So whether it's me or somebody on my team who's there, we'll make sure that we keep our distance to protect our own health and safety, and then we will, have them keep their distance so we protect their health and safety. We've opened up all the doors and windows. We've put, some doors tend to shut when you open up 2 sides of a home, so we make sure that we put stoppers on. We have them enter the home from one side and exit the home from the other side, just as a precaution, and then go around the house in order to exit. Now, these are precautions that we've taken because it's very important to us that our clients are not only happy, but are not threatened in any way by the health and safety hazards that can come with improper showing in today's environment. So once again, it's Kevin DaSilva here with Douglas Elliman. I wanted to thank you for taking a tour on how we're exposing homes, how we're still getting our clients peak pricing on the sales of their home, and increasing the amount of people who see it by using virtual tours, syncing our technology with Zillow 3D Home, having our virtual tours syndicated to all the top real estate websites out there, and even having our virtual tours show up on other real estate agents' IDX pages. So basically, they're real estate pages where buyers and sellers can search for properties. So if you have any questions, let us know. This is how we're transforming the environment. We have to do it. The good news is we were already familiar with the type of technology that was out there. We were already using it on all of our listings. And now we're just bringing it forward and adapting it to today's culture, today's environment, and the safety precautions that need to happen today in order to sell your home safely for the most money in the best time and get the best terms. That's how you're happy, and that's why you would refer me to your friends and family. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk soon.